And here we go. So we have Yobo-san, who is just dominating so far, sitting in the top left. And in the bottom right, we have Ninkazi. And he's going to be playing Protectorate. So that is the same faction that we just saw Katz play in our previous game. Looks like he's going to go for a much different strategy. Katz was going for a much more aggressive play, whereas we can see already his worker is sitting in the middle of those Hexite fields. So it looks like we're going to get some expansions on both sides. Yeah, he actually went for Dread Hero here. Dread Hero gets some speed boosts and Cloak where he can run around and go across the map very, very quickly. Has some AoE-ish type stuff as well. As you can see, little like shotgun blast type thing. Cool to see Dread Hero being used. Feel like we could have had some, maybe a better targeting right there. Maybe picked off one of those. You know, if you get the last hit on them, you gain 5 Hexite, which is not a ton, but, you know, these are the little things that can help to make the beginning of the game a little bit more interesting on both sides. So both of them clearing additional towers. Yeah, and, well, gonna go ahead and clear that. Both of them going to gain a tower here right at the beginning. And that central tower is going to need to be taken still. So double barracks coming up after the expansion. And, of course, popping out some of these harvesters as well. A couple incubators coming up over on the side of Yobo-san. That center tower now might get scuffled over a little bit. I feel like Yobo-san should be able to get it and hold it. Oh, okay. Well, that he actually throws the mine down on him. So that's like a sticky bomb that holds on. When the red circle goes up all the way, it does AoE in that area and does a little stun. So once that gets on something, you basically want to split it out from the rest of your army. But he goes ahead, he recalls home, gonna heal up, be totally fine at this point. And that central tower will end up going here to Ninkazi. Now Ninkazi making just a heavy amount right now of these commandos. Setting them up seems like a pretty standard opener here for Protectorate. It's definitely how I open as well. I'll be interested to see as we go later into the game what he wants. Oh, a third barracks? 3 barracks. Okay. Now, I want to say that we're going to end up seeing bastions come out. They're little, like, mech walkers, and they can do splash damage. So I feel like they're actually pretty good against the swarming of Grell. But we'll see if that's actually something he wants to go for. You can see that Harvester got hurt. He teleported it home and lets it heal up while it walks past the barracks. This seems to be an important thing. Yeah, and he is going for a bastion there. This seems to be an important thing, is placing your barracks in factories and whatnot in good areas so that when you recall things, they'll get healed as they walk out of your base. Anyways, right now clearing some of these destructible rocks so he can get up and down out of his base a little bit quicker. And you can see, yeah, he's starting bastion production here. So it looks like probably like 3 barracks bastion production. And again, the bastions do some splash damage. It feels like they're very, very good overall against Grell. Especially against things like stingers, right? Like they really, really crush stingers. And there's some very interesting things you can do with them in the later game, like put them into striders. But we'll talk about that if we get to that. Now, mostly Harbingers over here, right? So let's see how these are actually going to fare. Yeah, he pulls them back for now. Okay, it's going to go ahead and dodge that weird... It's like one of the Yiga clan attack you. It's like the little thing that blows up from the underground. Okay, we have some Rageborns coming out now. So Yobo-san staying on that strategy. I'm sure we're going to see him power those up pretty soon. Okay, nice little stun goes down. Oh, dude, look at this. Ninkazi doing a great job on the targeting. Really focus firing quite a bit. Actually just stands there in the vines. Okay, does jump out of the vines now. Trying to pull back. Doesn't want to lose his bastions. The bastion getting very low. Oh, just recalls those bastions out. One of them was super close to death, but a very good save. And you can see as they run out, they get healed by those barracks. So great building placement here from Ninkasi. Anything he calls back is getting healed by 3 barracks on its way out. And it's like basically full health. I love it. I'm actually getting my first chills of ZeroSpace right now. I'm learning how to do my Protectorate building placement a lot better. Okay, so we have quite a few bastions coming. I assume that he's getting some upgrades for these on the research lab. You have to get a research lab to make the bastions anyways. And of course, the upgrades are fantastic. They do things like full splash damage or, you know, different movement buffs and whatnot. So pretty strong, like tier 1, tier 1.5 army right now for Ninkasi. Just kind of roaming about. Yeah, the Vine's going to put a little bit of damage, slow him down a little bit. A few stingers going across the map. Maybe going to look for, yeah, stealing a tower. That is a funny thing. It's pretty easy to steal towers. How many units do you leave at a tower to try to keep it non-stolen? Because, you know, there's always that little back and forth game as well. So this is a very small chunk of army here for Ninkasi. He does not want to fight the full strength here. He has got to recall out. Yeah. Gets out of there completely. You can see that sticky bomb. Nice split off by Yolbo-san. Double turret towers. Look like they're going to be going on top of that high ground. And we actually have 4 barracks now. Mechanical research lab is up. Oh, okay. We have Avengers starting to come out now. The siege tank looking thing is an Avenger. Just a very strong kind of mid-game unit. So starting to add some more technicality to his army. Looks like he wants to open up a much quicker attack route into Yolbo-san's base. So that is... Dude, I love the scaling of this army as well, right? Like, he's done a good job. He opened with the commandos, went into the bastions, got a really healthy amount of everything. Looks like he's adding some Marin units now. And, well, those Vines are doing a pretty good job, but you can't really attack into there. You see a lot of damage being dealt to that Rageborn. It's going to have to turn around. We have those sharpshooters that have joined in as well, by the way. Those sharpshooters, you can see them setting up. Oh, beautiful. That's basically siege mode for those. It makes, you see the little like pie slices. That's where each one of them can shoot. They can't move. They shoot faster and they shoot way further like that. So you can see he's setting this up. It's almost like a Liberator, actually, or a siege tank, right? Where it's super long range. Oh, I love it. I love what I'm seeing. He's just completely zoning off this area. Super cool. I think this might be a little bit loud on the game sound. I'm going to bring that down a chunk. But very well done. You can see as they come in, having a hard time here. And look at this. Just surrounds his sharpshooters. The sharpshooters dealing insane damage. But there's a lot of Rageborns in here. Throws down. Oh my god, the sticky bomb does a great job there as well. Resetting up these sharpshooters. But I think the Rageborns might be able to clear them if he micros around the other side. And yeah, they are going to get recalled. The 4 Rageborns remain, and he's going to want to heal those up. That was a sick move, though. That was a sick move. I think those snipers themselves are, like, so loud. Like, much louder than other stuff, perhaps. Anyways, yeah, the sharpshooters. Those are Moran sharpshooters. Anyways, yeah, this is a very exciting game. I feel like we're seeing a really nice game from both these players. To mention, they're both on 3 bases right now, so that is like very good economy. Additional bases again after that do mine at half potential until like later on when your bases are running out, and then they will jump up. We have the harvesters kind of all over the place. I see 5 harvesters that are mining right now. One of them's going to be picked off there for Yolbo-san. He's going after some of these harvesters as well. You can see Ninkasi doing a good job of sending his harvesters to an area that mines a lot quicker. Now, he is going to go ahead and lose one of them, so maybe a little bit sloppy, but he is starting to attack now. Sets up his sharpshooters. I love this. Look at the zoning he's doing. How do you attack into that? Well, you'd have to attack from bottom right, basically. Yolbo-san going to try to come up here. The space going to be taken out. The sharpshooters unsiege. Look at this. Going to re-siege here as well. Oh, Reaver's coming in and actually charging into the middle of everything. Oh, that is a fantastic Vines as well. But are there actually enough units here for our Grell player? Very hard to say. Sticky Bomb going to be a problem here. Gets a stun off on several of these. And I think finally Yobo-san is going to end up losing a game here. It really, really looks like Ninkazi is going to take him down. Dude, those things are so loud, the sharpshooters. All right, so gonna go ahead and recall some of these units as well. I think that we are getting to like the end of this game. The nourishing pods are starting to be taken down. The sharpshooters, look at just how big this general area is. Just looks like somewhere that you do not want to attack into. Look at this. Sets it up. You've got to pull back here. Yeah, starting to push forward now. The Bastion's dealing a ton of damage there. This is like a tank push with those sharpshooters. It's so cool. Yeah, now he's going to run into it. That is not going to work. There's a lot of Stingers in here as well. The Stinger's not going to fare well against this many Bastions. And we are going to see a victory here from Ninkazi. He's up almost twice as much supply. Some good spells being cast, but, I mean, Vines are not going to be enough. Now that Giant Thresher trying to make a difference, but he's not going to, unfortunately. And this is the dying the dying moments here of Yobo-san, I do believe. Like, the army is getting whittled down a little bit for Ninkazi, but his income is like 30% higher. I guess they're getting the same amount of flux, but you can see he's got a lot of Bastions just coming across the map. Wouldn't be surprised if he's making more sharpshooters. They're doing just a ridiculously good job for him. Love that combo so much. Yeah, has those set up. Can't really attack into that. Clearing out some of these flux harvesters. Yobo-san, he's taken the third base, or he's trying to right now, but we see this rotation over here. He is making it into a turret, so it'll be able to fight back a little bit. Pulling his sharpshooters back now. You got to make sure those sharpshooters are not way out in the front by themselves. Like, look, they'll die pretty quickly if you can actually attack them. And he actually recalls those because he knows that that was a bit too far out. Targeting down, he's kind of suiciding onto this new base. And he will end up getting it, but loses a fair amount of units there. Throws down a sticky bomb. And the Rageborns. Now that Rageborn going to get stunned here. So few units left from Yobo-san. And as the rest of the units come up, like he's trying to live. He's trying to grind this out, but can't do it. GG, Ninkazi is our first new winner here.